Hello and welcome along. So today we are back on Oakfield Farm. It is a very early morning. We're beginning of day 4. And as we're now halfway through spring, what we need to do is we need to start getting some crops in the ground. So to do that, we're going to be using this lovely piece of kit. So this is our Massey Ferguson 7722. On the back of it, we have the Horsch Pronto 9 meter seeder. So yeah, nice big seeder. We're on field 41, so big field. Hoping we can get through the whole field, but we shall see. There we go. Start her up. And away we go. So yeah, we are going to be seeding wheat on this field. And hopefully I can get the GPS to be nice and straight. So we'll bring up the GPS console. Just test something else. There we go. And we will get a new course. Let's unfold. Yeah, there we go. And we're not straight at the moment, so I want to straighten this up. Yeah, nice big headland up there, and we're gonna run over slightly the edge of the field here, but that's all right. Right, automatic working width. We'll move forward a little bit. There we go. Yeah, I think that works. Oh, you can see actually that really doesn't. It's getting this kink in. I think what we're going to do is get the kink in from this bit and then start on the next row. Right. So let's drop it down. Turn it on. And away we go. So we are putting wheat in this field. Which should do us pretty well, I think. This will then produce all of our straw for the year. And probably a whole load of straw for the compost as well. I'm going to put on our diff locks and our 4-wheel drive for this job, and we'll turn the radio off because we don't need that. We've got wet crop at the moment, but that's not a problem because this is the only crop we have in the ground. Tractor's handling this fairly well considering that we're drilling directly into the plough, but this seeder has a built-in cultivator, so that's not an issue. Here we go, we're right up to the edge here because we're slightly off. And we'll have space to turn around. Now, I don't think this field, yeah, does have a kink at the end, but we should be alright, I think. There we go. We're not going to use the guides because there's no need. Right, lift that up. Turn it off. And we go right up to the hedge and turn around. Running it stuck on the tree, yeah. So looking at this, we do need to go right up to the corner. That was a good call doing that first one there. Right, and so we'll leave the headland. A bit. So we do have some overlap with the edge. There we go. Now ideally what I want to do is the width of this is 9 meters. So I want to try and get it so that our headland offset... Oh, I don't want to do that. Where's our headland offset? No. That's the auto turn stuff. Alright, that's the end. So I want the stop to be 18 meters from the end. Actually, it's slightly less than 18 meters. It's probably only about, well, the length of the tractor. So I'm going to set it at 12 meters, and hopefully that will work. Yeah, we've not got the auto turn on. Right, down and on, and away we go. So we've got it automatically stopping at the end. So then what I use is I use the cruise control, and that means that we're then pretty good. So you can see the difference in speed now. Now that we're going downhill, the speed is massively different. We're actually going up an awful lot faster. And I have just noticed that we're at a slightly different angle to how it was ploughed in the first place. But never mind. Overall, we're heading downhill. The slope of the field is more downhill. Right, let's see where this stops us. See, it should stop us there. But it didn't. Never mind. This will give us a good idea of roughly where we want to stop. So line out. I'm not worried about that really all that much. There we go. Down, down, and away. Yeah, now we'll struggle back up the hill. Yeah, if I could have got the plough to have gone at this angle, this would have been much better. It didn't seem to want to do it, though. It seemed to want to go at a slightly different angle to this. I could have had the the CVX on this. But, this Massey should be able to do this job. I don't know how, as I said, I don't know how far we will actually get through this field, especially with how much this is struggling up these hills. But now we've got the rhythm going with the GPS, it should be easier. And downhill is so much faster. We may have to fill up halfway through as well, of course. So we're gonna get. Are we gonna get wheat in this field? We are gonna then get. We're gonna do canola. I think probably in field 13. We're gonna put sugar beet in field 34. And then I think field 9 we're going to put corn. Because we don't need a massive amount of corn. And corn doesn't make a lot of money. The corn harvest is basically just so that we can feed the pigs. Everything else we're doing to make money as well as, you know, sort of having feed for the pigs. Right. So I'm going to judge this all based on the headlands that we created. There we go. Let's get that straight. And down. That's pretty good. Now back downhill. So yeah, doing it, if I was doing MR on this map, this would be absolutely the wrong way to do it. Just go pop out. Get ourselves some screenshots. Yeah, there we go. Back inside. There we go. And back up the hill. So yeah, it is. I don't think there's... I'm not sure that there is a good way that I could have done this where I'm not struggling back up this hill every time. I mean, the hill does flatten out the further down we get. But I think you'd have had to have diagonally gone across the field in a sort of a way that would have been really... wouldn't have been very conducive to a quick harvest. You would have had a lot of problems with the harvest like that, I think. And this is definitely, from the point of view of doing the longest side, this is definitely the way to do it. But it is, yeah, the tractor is struggling up the hill a bit. As I say, I could put the CVX on it. we're doing alright. Does mean I don't think we're going to get the whole thing drilled this video. But that's not the end of the world. We can certainly continue doing that later. Just looking at the cleanliness of the pigs and things, so I think we're going to have to do some work with the pigs at some point. We're also going to have to... well, the cow's health is at 82%, but so we're going to be cutting grass soon. Probably in the next day or the day after. We'll see how we go. There we are. I'll lift that up. It's taking us up to the edge of our headland again. Yeah, and on and down. And away we go. Back down the hill. Yeah, whichever way I look at doing this based on the length of the side of this, it just, there is no good way to do it. You would basically have to go at that sort of angle, I think. To not have to deal with this hill. But the trouble is that angle is a really tough angle across the field. I think you'd be struggling to maintain that. I think the plough didn't quite go at the right angle. And realistically, I wouldn't be doing it at this angle. I should be doing it at the angle of that plough. But I want to get this lined up like this. I want to correct the issue that Courseplay had with the plough, basically. Is what I'm doing there. We lifted that a little early. What did I just do? I don't know what I've... No, I'm not. There we go. Make sure we're on the right thing. We are at 6. Good. Let's open a window, I think. What's that do? That takes the backrest off. Where's the... there we go. That is louder. Definitely, that's louder. That's quite interesting. I love the sounds on this. Can I not? I can't. Oh, hello. You can't open the side windows. Well, that's unfortunate. I wonder if we can open this roof. No, you can't. It appears you can't open the roof either. Or if you can, you can't see the control for it. It is quite a cool one, this. Yeah, light up all the panels and everything. There's a lot of options on this. It's really quite wicked. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, we're coming to the end again. Get around here. And down. And away we go again. So yeah, we're about a third of the way through the field, and about halfway through the video, nearly. So it is, yeah, we are not going to get this whole field done, despite the fact that we have a 9-meter seeder. But yeah, I will get this finished off. I do like how this Massey is performing. It is performing very nicely with this seeder. And I did have a worry that it may not be able to pull it. But if it can pull it up that hill, you know, that is not bad at all. And downhill it's going at sort of 12. So I'm thinking it's going to go about normally about 10 miles an hour, which is a decent speed for this. All right, that up at that point. So let's see if we can turn this properly this time. There we go. And away we go. Not doing too badly with that line. Couple of little mistakes, but nothing that's horrible. Yeah, I really would like it to maybe go a little bit faster up this hill. I don't know quite how I could have done it differently, because you want to go down. I mean, overall, you want to be going downhill anyway, which is what we're doing. But it's yeah, it's a tough old struggle uphill with this. This is going to give us a lot of straw, which is exactly what I want. I want a massive amount of straw on this from this field. That way, we will absolutely be able to create compost, to sort our cows out, to sort our pigs out. That will all just work brilliantly, and will be great, because we're gonna create compost on this map. We've got various bits to create things like biogas and things like that as well, which is quite cool. Which we're gonna use to make pallets, so that we can do the fruit stuff. So we're gonna get the fruit stuff moving in the next couple of days. As we start doing grass work, we're gonna need to get biogas done and therefore the fruit moving, because that's very much a summertime job, doing fruit. So that will be in the next couple of weeks, getting our greenhouses to start producing that kind of stuff. But we have 2 factories that we need to get running. So I think in the live streams rather than in one of these videos, although we might, well, let me know in the comments. Would you like to see a little bit of forestry? We need to do a little bit of forestry in order to get the wood for to create our pallets and to create our cartons for doing the fruit. So would you like to see a little bit of forestry as a let's play, or shall we hold that for doing in a live stream? Because it is kind of behind the scenes stuff. The important stuff is getting the pallets and the cartons done, so that we can then just do the farming bit, which is the fruit. So I am intrigued. I'm intrigued to know what you guys think on that. Yeah, it'll certainly be something we can do during the summer. And then when we get to the winter, of course, doing forestry then is exactly what we want to do, and that will set us up for doing fruit stuff next year. But obviously, getting started, we're not in a position to do fruit stuff yet. And pallet making and stuff like that is absolutely something that is going to be a winter pastime, a winter thing to do, I think. I think this starts seeding further back than I think it does. I really do. This is working very, very nicely. I think we're going to get the top half of this field done this time. Absolutely, I think we are. That's the other question I got, of course, is that we're doing very sort of singular things per video. So are you guys liking that, or would you want to see me do more stuff? So like leave a hired worker working on this, or and then going off and doing other stuff. Like today we could go and clean the pigs out. We're probably going to go and do that next episode, to be honest. And sort of do a few things around the farm. Or yeah, or is this kind of thing you like? We have got a lot of planting to do over the next bit, but I'm not immediately going to go and plant canola next episode, because Yeah, I'm going to go do that on day 5. I want to stagger. I also want to stagger the planting a little bit, because obviously I don't want all my crops to come ripe at the same time. Because if that happens, then that's going to cause me problems as far as getting it all up. So we're gonna stagger the crops over the next 4 days. Right, there we go. But this is by far our biggest field. And this will be a pretty massive crop off here. There we go. That should line things up. Yeah, that has. Okay, so it is the very back that we start seeing this. It is working very nicely, this. Doing a good job. And hopefully... Yeah, we got 2 stages of fertilization and ploughing in here. The only way we could increase this further is if we had previously put in the oilseed radish. I think I'm probably going to, when it comes to the autumn and when we've done our harvest, what I will probably do is I will put some oilseed radish in. There we go. And round. Line her up again. And away we go. Back up the hill. Back up the long climb. But yeah, so when it comes to the next growing season, we will probably put some oilseed radish in. And for where we're going to do corn and where we're going to do sugar beet and possibly where we're going to do canola. The only one that we won't do is wherever we plant wheat, we won't do the oilseed radish there. Simply because I want to put in, I'm probably going to put in winter barley next season rather than the wheat. And just sort of rotate our crops a bit. I'm hoping we will have plenty of... I'm hoping we're going to have plenty of corn off, and that we won't have to do corn next year. We will do a field of sugar beet next year. Probably 13, I think, is what will come to plant. But that will be spring next year, which is a long way away. We have a whole lot to do before we get there. A whole lot to do. Yeah, we need to get through this year first. See if we can actually make enough of this. There we go. And we're about to head back down the hill. There we go. Leave our headland and away we go. Yeah, it does run down this hill rather nicely, rather quickly. And then we just need to have that struggle back up. That's what takes the time. But yeah, we are gonna be about 2/3 of the way through this field, so that's good. That's good progress, and I'm happy with that. And I will finish it off off camera. But it's working well. This is going to be a lovely field to get the combine out on. And we have got a nice big combine for this piece of work. And we're going to use course play with our harvesting, so that we can keep the combine going the whole time and not have to worry about the the tractor running, having to take the tractor back and forth, because that is a very time-consuming thing to be doing. Yeah, you can see the hill is leveling out now because we've added a mile an hour. So while initially we were going at like 5 miles an hour on this pull up the hill, the whole thing is beginning to level out now, and we got that little bit of extra speed, not a huge amount, but just enough to you know, increase our ability. Yeah, in the end, half this field got lime and half this field got fertilizer, because we had some fertilizer left over in our spreader, and then we got the big pile of lime up at the pigs that needs using up. It really pulls its way up this hill. Cool. I am impressed by this tractor. It is very nice. What is that? Oh wow, you can fold in the mirrors. Yeah, I know what the front. Yeah, I'm very tempted to take off the mud guards. We got the no, we're not got the wide mud guards on. There we go. What I want to get to is the bit of the field where it gets longer. If I can get to there this video, I will be very happy. I've said before, I'm not a huge fan of time lapses. I'd rather just sit here and chat to you guys, even if I don't get the job completed in a video. I want to give you guys a good flavour of doing this and doing the work to get this in, and what it entails. Because yeah, it's a little bit more real. I wouldn't say realistic, but I would say it's a little bit more real. It's a little bit more how you'd actually do this job, and that's what I'm aiming for. If I can do that, that makes me happy. And it's also a little bit different. Not quite what everybody else does. Alright, back down to the bottom of the field at 12 miles an hour. Making good progress and good time with that. And around we go. And I am very much more enjoying doing first person for stuff these days. Definitely. Especially when you've got a tractor of this quality. When you've got something which you can interact with as well as this, then, yeah. And I'm thinking of adding a mod into this. Because whenever I get into a tractor at the moment, I'm ending up out here. And what I'd actually like to do is get into the tractor and automatically be in cab. And there is an indoor cab mod. I use it on the roleplay to ensure that whenever I get into a tractor, no matter whether I've been in it or not when I've been setting the video up, I always end up in an interior view, and I'm actually thinking of putting it in on this map. Just because the first thing I want to do is jump into these cabs. And I'm quite happy playing the game from inside these cabs. They are absolutely gorgeous. I have... because I know I'm going to get asked it, and because we're right at the end of the video before I say this, so we'll see how many people actually get to this point. I do have the donkey, the horse mod. I've downloaded it. I'm not trying it out. I don't really know where to try it out. I might do it in the roleplay for a laugh. I might do it in here at some point. I might do it in the live stream, actually. Live stream is a perfect time to use something like that. But it's not something I really envision myself using a lot. It's one of those great sort of jokey mods. For me, doesn't really fit in. But it does bring up the question to me, actually, it's exactly how Giants are going to implement horses in the new version of FS19. Because those of you who haven't heard, horses are coming to FS19, apparently. Well, Giants did say it on their Discord. Right. We have hit half an hour. We've got a good way through this field. We're getting on to the long bit. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to end the stream here. So we're going to pop outside the tractor. And I'm going to do this. And I am going to say thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for all the latest videos and live streams from Virtual Farmer, please subscribe to the channel. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.